there. All right, so we're just going to go live. So for those of you joining us, we are actually broadcasting this live as well. So that's actually live now. So I should probably say, hey, for those joining on the internet, we are live from MYOB's PartnerConnect 2014 here in Wellington. And I'm joined this afternoon by Mick Devine from Calxa. And he's well known in the MYOB partner space, been around for a little while with a fantastic product that integrates, or two products actually, that integrate into the MYOB family. So I've introduced you as a budgeting tool, but I know you do more than that. So Mick, in your words, what is Calxa?
Thanks, Kieran. What we do is make the budgeting, cash flow forecasting and reporting process easier. So it's about pulling data out of MYOB, simplifying the budgets with wizards and shortcuts, and having a whole library of reports ready to go for you.
So I asked this of Michael earlier on today. When we talk about things like budgets and forecasts, are these terms for companies that are a bit more grown up, or is it for anybody who really needs to understand where they're going as a business and how to get there?
I guess there's a couple of different reasons why businesses want forecasts, and it can be because they're in an early growth stage or any sort of a growth stage, because growth is notoriously unpredictable with cash flow. If they're borrowing money from the bank, banks often want cash flow forecasts, budget reports to verify what's happening with the business. And the third category is business owners who just like to plan and know what they're doing. I think they're the smarter ones, and some people do it naturally. Others have to be learned by bad experience, and I'm in that category myself.
Yeah, so was I when I ran my own businesses too. I let my wife look after that. That's a whole other story. Hey, so the financial information is, as we know, stored in account right. How easy is it to get it out and into Calxa so someone can actually then work with it?
It's about as easy as you can get. Yeah, it's click the connect to my MYOB file. You sign into my.myob. Select your file, and then the data comes across. And then next month, just click the update button, and you get the latest data come across.
You mentioned earlier on that this was a product that business owners should be using. We've got a room full of partners and bookkeepers and guys who work alongside those business owners. Is this something they should be using, or they should be recommending to their customers to be using?
Yeah, we've got two ways of working with our partners. One is that you can buy your own copy of Calxa and use it to provide a reporting service to your clients. And we don't count how many clients you're using it for. And the second is, if you've got those clients who are more independent, want to do it themselves, join our partner program. You can buy it at a discount and then on-sell it to your clients. So depending on your needs, on the client's needs, and how you work with them, there's the two different options.
So you touched on a couple of things there, and we'll come back to a bit more about the product, but while you're talking about prices, how much is it to run the two different products?
Okay. Calxa Express is $25 a month. Premier is $125 a month. Premier gives you a 5-user license. Express is single. Express is for people with simpler needs. So does budgets at the organization level, very wizard-driven, and very much focused on trying to keep things easy. Premier does the more complex budgets, so job and category budgets. You can customize the cash flow settings, you can edit KPI formulas, you can customize reports. So for those people who need something a bit more complex, a bit more control over what you're doing.
Now, of course, you just came from a session in here where we were talking a lot about essentials with Smart Jobs and ServiceMate, and Mick and I were having a big chat out here about what it will take to get Calxa Express onto the essentials platform again. It's that simpler business accounting with a simpler business budgeting and forecasting idea, so we're exploring that with Mick. I know you're also quite big in the not-for-profit space. Do you want to take a moment and talk about that?
Yep. Not-for-profits have fairly complex budgeting needs. They need to budget for all the different programs they're working on, for the grants that they receive, different funding providers. They tend to be have greater requirements for board reporting than a typical business does. So so we do a lot of work, especially with our Calxa Premier product with not-for-profits. And for the smaller ones, we've got a donation program. So that's any not-for-profit turnover less than $1 million can get a donation through TechSoup New Zealand. And yeah, you'll find it's very popular, and it's a good way of making yourself popular with your not-for-profit clients.
So for anyone interested in finding out more about the not-for-profit thing, especially who you get it through, it's on your website. They can go there and have a chat. Also, Mick's stand is down the back corner, so go down and have a chat to him afterwards as well. Mick, we've sort of talked around, the price and such like. One of the things we skipped over a little bit was some of the pain points. So we talked about, budgeting and forecasting being a thing. But what are those triggers? What is it that really a business owner wakes up in the morning and goes, you know what, I've really got to do better in this, and this is where Calxa really helps. What are those things that that help them go to that?
I suppose it's wanting to know what that bank balance is going to be next month, the month after, and the following months, and the pain of actually trying to produce that with the spreadsheet. It's far too hard to do that stuff with a spreadsheet, and even for those of us with degrees in accounting and computer science, it's far too hard to do in a spreadsheet.
All right, so we've got a number of people who we've managed to distract from afternoon tea, who are partners and such like. What have you got for them? What's in it for them?
Well, especially this week, we've got a special 3 months free offer, and we've actually got a special product for that, which lets you switch between Express and Premier, so you can work with either of them for that 3-month period. So there's no cost for it. You can just use the software on as many clients as you want, as many files as you want, do what you like with it for 3 months, and then decide whether you want to continue or not. No obligation at all. So if you come and see me at the stand, or in the booklet here on about page 3 or something, it's got the URL where you can go to the website and sign up for the offer there.
All right, so one thing is none of them have got these yet. So when you go back into the room next door, there'll be a little booklet like this on your tables. This is a listing of all the add-ons who are here, all the offers they have for you. Unfortunately, the prices are in Australian because we had to get them shipped over from Australia for here. But look, go on to the... yeah, I know. As a Kiwi coming here, it always guts me when we have to do that. I know, we hate that. I just, hey, look, this will be digital shortly, so it'll be much easier to fix that. And your add-on site is all agnostic to the country. So you hit the NZ version, you'll get the NZ version pricing for Calxa and their phone numbers and such like too. So we are making steps in that direction. Did you want to add anything else there, Mick?
Yeah, I just want to talk about support. We put a lot of training materials on our website. We do monthly getting started webinars. We do monthly web chats which go a bit more in depth on different topics, but we also have a customer support team that will answer your questions by telephone or email. So if you're ever stuck on something, you can get on the phone. It's a free call number from New Zealand, and it's in the book there. That will save me remembering it. Or but yeah, so we put a lot of emphasis on providing support and making sure that people who buy our software can actually use it.
One of the great things about Calxa and their product range is they have been around for a long time, so they know our products inside out. Their things work fantastically in our space, which is really, really great. Well, Mick, thank you very much for joining us. You're the lucky last of the add-ons for today. So we've enjoyed bringing these today. It's been a bit of a hit and miss, and we're trying to take learnings away from this and how we're going to make it work really well tomorrow. Tomorrow, you are in a multi-session system tomorrow. So there's 2 main sessions plus these sessions. And you are welcome to come in and out as and when you want to the different sessions. We will have the little notice boards around so you know who is on here at what time. We will be videoing them and archiving them as well. So do come in tomorrow. Come and join us during the day. We'll be all day, not just during the breaks. So in and out of the session the whole time. We hope you've enjoyed it. We're trying something different and having a bit of fun with it. And these are recorded and live as well. So afternoon tea is now on the tables. You can go and get muffin or a cake or something. Thank you for coming and joining us, and we'll see you tonight for Castaways Bowling, and we'll have some fun there at 6 o'clock. Thank you.